Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to Ian's RC Exploits. Tune in, see what I'm doing. I'm flying at last. Roll the intro. Okay, yeah, morning everyone. My God, it's been a long time. I think it's getting close to 2.5, 3 months since I flew last. And what I'm doing today is I'm flying the Fms Kingfisher, but the reason really that I'm doing this video is because I've treated myself to a new transmitter and I'm going to give the transmitter a bit of a workout. So what I've actually bought myself is the Nx8 Plus. So, you know, it's a 10 channel transmitter, but with all the added channels now and all the latest firmware updates, I think it goes up to 20 channels. So more channels than I could ever possibly need, but that's fantastic if you ever get into scale models and you want, you know, bomb drops and all those sort of things. As I said, I've retired the DX8 because I started getting a little bit of a faulty on-off switch. Sometimes it would switch off, sometimes it wouldn't, sometimes it would. So I thought to myself, well, it is about time, you know, that I treated myself to the latest really. What I love about this new Nx8 Plus transmitter are all the bind and fly models that are stored in the transmitter, and all the settings for the UMX planes, and also thinking about the future, updating some of the receivers that I already use. Then I can start then thinking about, you know, having a dabble with the new AS3X Plus. I haven't used anything with AX3X Plus. If I bought a new model and put it onto the DX8, even if it came with AS3X Plus, it wouldn't work. So with the new transmitter, it will. You know, it feels a little bit different in hand. I did have a go at adjusting the sticks, but I felt that it was, you know, a little bit too long for me. So I've just left it, you know, as standard basically. What I did yesterday, which is fantastic, was registered the radio with Spektrum over Wi-Fi, and then did the latest firmware update as well. Had no problems really, you know, everything went well. And you know, it's just a nice transmitter, but it'd be interesting to see how it flies and how it copes with the Kingfisher. One thing I will say is, I transferred all my models from my DX8, but with an SD card over to the Nx8 Plus, and when I was then rebinding the Kingfisher, you know, just double check to make sure that everything is working as it should, because you know, sometimes when you swap models between transmitters there can be little differences, so I had to just go through and check. Done a range check this morning as well, because I always do a range check before I fly. And you know, I gotta say, with the bigger, more colourful screen, the shell can just show it there, it's not that lit at the moment, but you know, it really is like much easier to do all your checks and to do, you know, your range check and so on. Okay then, so brings me to the other reason we're out today, and that's to fly. You know, I wanted to sort of like check my Blue Sky RS4 because it's been rebuilt, but you know, I'm not nervous, but after such a long break, obviously, you know, I just want to fly something that I can sort of like potter around, and something that'll deal with the winter grass and the Kingfisher is that plane. I haven't flown it that much really since I purchased it, and I do enjoy flying it. So okay, let's get cracking then. So just starting to lighten up now. You know, nothing silly. I just want to gain a feel for the transmitter and just gain a feel for the plane again. As I said, you know, 2.5, 3 months possibly. It's a long time really without flying. Yeah, transmitter feels, you know, very similar to the DX8. It feels quite comfortable. So you can tell I'm rusty because I just made the classic mistake of flying behind myself, and I've had to pivot. And normally I just stand in one spot and then fly the plane around in front of myself. So like I say, not nervous, but definitely rusty. Just practicing my coordinator turns with the rudder and the ailerons. Kingfisher is really a nice plane to fly when you're feeling a little bit sort of like rusty-ish. And really it doesn't matter what plane I'm flying. The most important thing is that the weather is good enough for us to be out flying, because it really has been shocking, the weather in the UK. Fly High Island, Gareth, somebody I watch his videos. We've been friends for a good few years now. He's based in Northern Ireland and they've had quite a lot of snow. We're lucky, we've only had one little bit of snow, but what we've been dealing with is torrential rain and really gale force winds. So the country's been battered on 2 occasions recently, and you can't do anything when the weather is like that. Of course, the Kingfisher is fitted with my set of easy lights, and they're a godsend really when, you know, even though it's getting light now, it's a bleak morning, and I certainly wouldn't want to be flying a plane in this sort of light without any sort of like navigational lights. As I've said before, the video camera we use, the Sony, it's got quite a large sensor in it. It's a 4K video camera, and it does make it look a lot lighter than what it actually is when I'm flying and talking. You know, and just nothing silly, just regaining a feel for the Kingfisher, getting used to, because the transmitter is slightly different in the hand, it's slightly heavier. I purchased the bigger 6000 milliamp hour Li-Leon battery for it, because I felt the original battery that come with the Nx8 Plus was a little bit on the sort of like small size, so the transmitter does feel quite heavy, you know, as I'm holding it. I don't really work with neck straps. I've tried and I don't find it comfortable, so I'm a transmitter holder. Gimbals feel nice and smooth. Okay, nice to get my first landing out the way. Okay then, so yeah, as I said, you know, not really nervous, just feel a little bit rusty. Transmitter feels, you know, nice, a little bit different. Obviously I've transferred all the trims over from my DX8 Gen 2, so I haven't had to worry about doing any sort of like trim. A lot more switches, you know, quite a few more three-way switches, and it's just got everything I need really for both fixed wing and for heli. So one thing I'm not looking forward to is the process of rebinding everything. So because some of the helicopters with their fly-barless controllers can be quite tricky to bind up when you've got, you know, different like Spektrum receivers and satellite receivers. But as I fly each model, then I'll rebind it. So yeah, I enjoyed that. After everything else, it's just lovely to be out flying again. Okay then, so second flight with the lovely Kingfisher. Very, very underrated plane, I feel this is. You know, I've got a couple of friends that enjoy flying it, like Flank Tanker, and you know, you do see it now and again, but I still think that it's actually very underrated. Okay, so second flight then with the Kingfisher and my new transmitter. Let's see how I get on. Okay then, here we go. Yeah, see, little common, little mistake, little rusty mistake, but they are to be expected, I suppose. I mean, Kingfisher is flying really nice. Sorry, though, just making a silly little mistake there.
Make me spinning around.
Yeah, and you know, I don't enjoy spinning around. That's something I don't normally do.
Doggy, come in.
Yeah, so nice second flight. Transmitter feels great. Plane's flying amazing. It's me that's making all the mistakes, making shadow spin, making myself spin as well. I hate that. I normally stand and fly the plane back and forth in front of myself. But yeah, there you go. I'm really pleased with the NX8 Plus. Feels great, and I'm even more pleased that I'm out flying and flying the fantastic, in my opinion, underrated FMS Kingfisher. Okay, thanks for watching. So from myself, Cheryl, and all my new toys, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.